Let's see if we're live. I'm going to go check across all platforms. Something is up with my computer, and tried to start this from the car, but I couldn't get it live from the car. I want to see that we're live on Viva. I don't know if it's potato quality. I'm on internet. Oh, okay, that's good. It's going to be echo, so don't complain about the echo. If I look tired and angry, I'm hesitant to express how angry I am, because you say like something like I'm actually angry, and then people who want to make more of statements can say, oh, that time Viva went from the polite Canadian to the actually angry whatever, and this was that moment. Horse crap. I can never be angry enough to violate my principles, and my principles are not of nonviolence. My principles are, self-defense needs to be actual self-defense from an immediate threat, and not this ridiculous, you misgendered me and therefore that's tantamount to genocide bullshit. This is quality is perfect, Viva. Good. Well, I got to make sure that I'm live across all platforms. Let me refresh on Rumble. I go out for a jog. We're like driving through Michigan on our way to Milwaukee for the RNC convention. And I go out for a jog. I don't know how much I did. It was painful. Spent all day sitting on my ass. Let's see if it's about 4,200 plus 2,300. So that's 65, 60. Should be about a 4.5 mile run. I go out for a jog and I'm listening to Joe Rogan interviewing someone talking about nuclear war and a nuclear winter and a nuclear holocaust, Annie Jacobson. And I thought I was angry enough just listening to a podcast on the end of the world. Yeah. And then I get back and it's like my phone was buzzing while I was jogging, but I don't like, not a question of like snooty. I'm neurotic, in case you haven't noticed, and I hate interruptions while I'm jogging, because in my mind it then changes like a 30-minute run into 2 15-minute runs, which I say is not my exercise. I need to get it in. I need the number to be round, and I need to be uninterrupted exercise. And by the way, I've become my mother. It's really gross. Growing up, I always used to remember, I always remember my mother growing up. She's like, don't interrupt me. I'm jogging. I'm exercising. And I never understood it. And I've become my mother. A nice, neurotic, old Jewish lady. I'm joking. I'm not yet a lady. Still identify as a man. So I get back from the jog, and then my phone is blowing up. And when my wife texts me when I'm jogging, then I know the poo-poo has hit the fan. My dad texts me. I get a thread. Everybody who has my cell number is texting me, did you hear what happened? They tried to kill, and by the way, and I'll preface this now, I was listening to Charlie Kirk with Jack Posobiec. I'm reading all the tweets, I'm gathering all the information, and I'm going to, now that I can, I guess, self-identify as a journalist. I'm not a journalist, people, okay? I still like hockey, not golf. But we're in the fog of war. Like, if this, we have a name of the person who's alleged to be the shooter, but it's the fog of war. For all anybody knows, in the early stages, it could have been I don't want to make certain jokes, make light of this. It could have been a right-wing extremist who's very angry at Trump on abortion. I could have, in my mind, said, okay, don't jump to conclusions. This isn't necessarily a left-wing loony Antifa nut. It could be, but it could also be someone who's angry, perhaps, that the Republican platform doesn't have, they walk back their position on abortion. I say that only to play devil's advocate and to say, no matter what your reflexive thinking is, and no matter what you think it is, or in your darkest of thoughts, if this is going to happen, I would certainly not want it to be a far-right individual. But you have to, admit that is a possibility until you have more information, which is coming in, but we don't have. So it could have been a far-right dude. Could have been one of what Hakeem Jeffrey's been calling extreme MAGA Republicans. It could have been one of them, angry at Trump for a policy reason. It could have been. just some crazy dude. It could have been an MK Ultra brainwashed Sirhan who didn't even know what he did because he was blackout drunk. But we know a little more now, and the bottom line. I'm going to... Oh, the BBC interview. So, look, I've been gathering my links, by the way, and I sent them to myself, and we're going to watch this. I got that link. People have been reporting the shooter is dead. I've got trusted sources. Some of this is going to get graphic and it's going to be upsetting, but I've got trusted sources. Chet, one of my men on the inside of the Iron Rainbow, the Maple Gulag. I've got smart people who are much smarter than me, which allow me to look smarter than I am. So Trump it's fucking wild because you hear a pop, pop, pop. And like, we've all been in those situations where you hear pop, 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 and you're like, is that a gunshot? What would I do under some similar circumstances if I hear... I was sitting in my car trying to get this live in my car, but I couldn't get an adequate internet connection. And I hear pop, pop, pop in the distance. And I'm like, is that a gunshot? What would you do? It's like, there is always this very distinct moment of hesitation where unless you are thoroughly trained and you know that, oh, that's the sound of a 22 caliber, that's the sound of a 38 caliber, that's a special Saturday night special, 38 Magnum, or that's an AR-15, unless you know it and you've been in, a certain experience where it's reflexive and it comes to you, there's a hesitation. Oh, is it fireworks? Is it a car backfiring? You see the video and it's flipping mind-blowing. We've all seen it. I don't need to play it again, or I don't need to play it for everybody. I watched the video. I'm going to say this. I'm going to be swearing quite a bit, and no, I'm not drunk. Period. Full stop. I have poured myself a drink, and I'm taking the first of sips of it, and it's not enough to get drunk. But I'm fucking pissed. These mother effers, and I should stop swearing because I know there's a meaningful portion of our subscriber base who doesn't like swearing. I've got nothing against swearing anymore, but these mother effers for the longest of times have been tweeting around. You've seen the tweets. I'll pull one up by way of example. Why does Trump need all of this? Oh, his motorcade brigade. Why does he need all this Secret Service protection? Oh, he's a former president. This is costing us taxpayer dollars. These mother effers know exactly why Trump needs what he has. Here, by way of example, Morgan Freeman, who's got a nice little Biden-Harris 2024 in his Twitter handle. He doesn't need what the original one. Cheryl, by the way, is a bot. There's no question she's a bot. Following 20,000 followers. It's nothing but the most partisan, vitriolic, pro-Biden, anti-Trump nonsense on her Twitter feed. Why does Trump, he's so funny. Fucking morons. Why does he need all of this? When was this from? Oh, June 9th. What is that? A month ago. Why does he need all this? Then we got Morgan J. Freeman, MJ Free. He doesn't need it. He demands it because he loves it more than anything in the world. And I had to chime in with my 2 cents. And that is these terrorist pieces, and I put the word to I edited out pieces of shit. I showed some restraint. These terrorist pieces of rubbish have been sarcastically asking, why does Trump need all of this, referring to security? They know damn well why he needs it. And they know damn well why they don't want him to have it. And today is the number one example of why they don't want him to have it. I've been saying it since before, maybe not before the Georgia mugshot, but at the very least, since Trump was indicted in Georgia. And sweet big Fannie Willis insisted on the Trump mugshot and insisted that he go to court and get that mugshot. He and his other 18 accomplices, whatever. And they didn't need it. I mean, it's anybody who thinks that it was needed is a flipping idiot along the lines of Morgan Freeman, not the Morgan Freeman with the good narration voice, but that Morgan J. Freeman seems to be a director or something. They knew damn well it wasn't needed, because it's needed if you're a flight risk, if you're not known, or you need to be known to authorities so that if you decide to run, people can identify. He's the flipping former president running for president. It wasn't needed, except for one reason, which was my theory, and I said it at the time, I said it since, and I'll say it again. to get Trump out in the open so that these batshit fucking lunatics can do something to Trump that they've been brainwashed into thinking is necessary. Because when you got your Joy Reid, we got to keep Trump out the White House. When you because we got to keep Hitler out the White House. When you got the Joy Reids, who have a bigger audience, maybe not, they have a bigger audience than me, I got to be honest. When you got the Joy Reid Mockingbird 2.0 media coming and saying, we got to keep Trump out the White House. Well, you're brainwashing a bunch of very vulnerable, mentally unwell people on this earth. And they want Trump out. They want him exposed. They want him vulnerable so they can do exactly what this nutbag piece of shit tried to do to Trump today. Maxine Waters, thank you for reminding me. You absolutely have to get in their faces and harass them. Let them know that they are not welcome. Oh my goodness, who could have foreseen something like this happening? Extreme MAGA Republicans. Imagine having someone say extreme MAGA Republicans for 2 years, and then you say, "Oh, who could have known? We would have triggered some batshit crazy people to do batshit crazy shit because we've been telling them for 2 years Hitler's going to ascend to the White House." Can you imagine getting shot so close to the head that it hits your ear? I mean, it's the scene out of Saving Private Ryan, where the bullet hit the guy in the head, went around the ring of his metal helmet, and then out the other side, and he took it off. He's like, "Oh, I'm lucky," and then he wasn't so lucky. I mean, it's the Robin Hood of dart shots. A dart in a dart that's in the bullseye. Getting hit on the ear flap and not having it hit your cranium. I mean, it was divine intervention for Trump, but it seems like it wasn't divine intervention for somebody sitting behind him. I'm not showing the picture, but I got a tweet from, I don't know if I should. I got a tweet. It says, "At the Trump rally," and it's from an account called @JW Maine or Mine. @JWM like Mama, E like Echo, Y like Yankee, N like November. Physician, surgeon, free independent, lone wolf, the least government in your life is ideal. Make common sense common again. Please, acta non verba. And he tweeted out, I'll just show the tweet. No, I won't show that. I guess I can show it like this and it won't be too graphic. Yeah, you won't see anything if I do this. And it says here, it says, "At Trump rally, assassination attempt with several shots fired. A guy in the bleachers next to me hit in the head and killed. Trump hit." And then there's a photo of a mess that once was a human being and remains that look like what have been identified as the part of what's in your head. That dude wasn't, there was no divine intervention for that guy. And can't trust news reports. Fog of war. You got to pick the news and understand that mistakes will be made, and you have to, not be first for the sake of being first, and be, address everything with the requisite degree of skepticism. Laura Loomer was reporting that the shooter is dead. Laura Loomer, she does good work, but she occasionally makes mistakes that harm her credibility, and reports things that turn out not to be true. So take that with a grain of salt. But my impression, look, I heard when I was watching that video, the flurry of gunshots, Trump goes down, Trump comes up. There was the flurry of gunshots goes down. There's a silence, and then there's a single gunshot, and then a woman shrieking quite distinctly. And if I had to guess, I don't know. I mean, that could have been someone else getting shot. It depends where this shooter was coming from. But this is the world that we're living in. Let me just bring this effing picture up. Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to do this. Sorry, I got this stream started so quickly. I've forgotten to do a bunch of things that are on my list. Here, hold on. I just close my DMs so that nobody sees that. Present. Here. This is the moment. This is after the flurry of shots, and I noticed. Listen for the silence, a single gunshot, and then look at the woman in the blue in particular. Replaying. Like that's a single gunshot and a woman screaming as though she saw something immediate and distinct. Could have been someone in the crowd, or it could have been the shooter. Some saying it was the teleprompter that got him in the ear. Some saying it was glass from the teleprompter that got him in the ear. Well, the question is, I mean, let me see if I can pull up the video. There was a flurry of gunshots, and it's just wild. I'm not playing some stuff. It's graphic and unnecessarily so. There's some video footage of a alleged dead shooter. But let me see if I can just find. It's wild. I mean, it's so fucking depressingly predictable. They've spent 2 years telling you Hitler is going to be in the White House, that Trump is Hitler. This man is 70. He's old, but he's as sharp as a tack. Biden is as sharp as a flipping. What's something that's very dull? I can't think of anything. Trump could be playing golf, having dinner at 5-star. What's that thing? The Zagat? Is it Zagat Guide? 5-star restaurants with Melania. Look, beauty is skin deep. Melania, I'm sure, is as beautiful a human inside as out. He could be enjoying his golden years with his beautiful inside and out wife, playing golf at the most beautiful courses on earth. He never needed this shit. And yet somehow he asked for it and decided to take it on. And now he's getting shot at. Hold on. He never needed this. And Howard Stern, in as much as he's ever been insightful, was right when he said, you sure you want this? Be careful what you wish for, Trump. And Trump said, I'll sacrifice my golden years. I'll sacrifice my wealth. I don't think he knew the degree to which he'd be sacrificing it. But when you run for president, and when you become president, you know that there are batshit crazy people out there who want to kill you. And he sacrificed all of that because he said the country needs it. And I was thinking about this today also, and it's just amazing. I'm driving from Toronto to Milwaukee for the RNC. I will be attending the RNC. I hope Trump is still attending it. And we cross the border, and you realize that there is an American spirit. I've said it before. I said it on the 4th of July. That makes Americans Americans. And the people who are fighting Trump, the Bidens, these blue check mark. Sorry, hold on. Biden is American, but he's not American. Kamala is born in America, at least first generation. She's not American. I was not born an American, but I dare say I have the American spirit. I'm sorry about this. Anecdote. When I did my interview at Borden Ladner Gervais to become a lawyer, I got one of those tickles in the throat. You know, so it's the ones that make you talk like this. And you start crying in your eye, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I thought I definitely blew my opportunity at getting the job. I had one of those in the car today. It's been with me since. These demons are not American. Antifa, whatever you want to call them, they're not American. They are fundamentally anti-American. The people and the media that have been railing against Trump, calling him Hitler, are fundamentally anti-American. And I realize this. I'm just going to keep the cursor over the mute button for now. America has been taken over by un-American, I won't say communists, but I believe it's closer to communism than Americanism. They've been taken over by un-American demons. Hakeem Jeffries, you're about as American in spirit and soul as Kim Jong-un. You spend 2 years referring to extreme MAGA Republicans, extremists on the Supreme Court, taking your rights away. They've always complained about violence at Trump rallies. Oh, they finally got their violence at a Trump rally. Hold on, dog wants to come in here. All right, come on in. Oh, she's not coming in. Yeah, I won't say that I'm in a bathroom, but I'm in a bathroom. They wanted their violence. They always wanted. They complained about the violence at Trump rallies. They got their violence at a Trump rally. These people are not American. get that dog in here. Hold on a second. And we're gonna watch the video. Let me get the video. I know someone sent it to me. That dog. So many. Jesus. Trump. I'll just put in Trump. I'm sure I'm gonna get the video. I don't want the. That's the one afterwards. His response is just absolutely epic. It's the response of heroes. And I don't use that word lightly. I like. It's the funny thing is Trump has been a hero, and just some people are just too dumb to realize it. But it was the response of a hero. We'll play the shot for now, and then we're going to get into some questions in chat. I've got information, but nothing insider. Just look at this. This is it right here. Let's just open this up, maximize and back. It's amazing. I've watched this. I don't know how many times. Here, we're going to see his response. This is the response of a goddamn hero. Let me just preface this. It's the response of a hero, but I got very concerned because it's also the response of someone who suffered head injury. I waited until Trump was confirmed to be okay before saying it, because anybody who's ever suffered a concussion or treated someone who's been hit in the head or suffered head injury, their first response is, I'm okay, and they're belligerent. Not that Trump is belligerent, but it's the, I'm okay, nothing's happened. So that's what my first concern was, now that we know that Trump is alive and well. Watch his response. Shooters down. What's amazing is there are other angles. Look at angle right there. This woman's got an angle. Let me get my shoes. Wait. Fight. I'm not even playing the video. That's great. Let me start it again. I'm an absolute idiot. Sorry.
Here. You see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Move it to the stair.
Get ready.
You ready?
Sorry, I didn't realize we weren't watching it before.
Shooters down. Be good to move.
Listen to Trump. Look at everybody in the background, by the way. Sorry, I realized you didn't see the cursor. That woman's got a. There's an angle right there. Let me get my shoes.
We gotta move to the bus.
Look at this guy's face.
Watch out.
Wait. Fucking fight. Oh no! Impeach Trump, you pieces of shit. Hey, are they going to try to impeach him a third time because he said fight after they tried to kill him? That guy's got an angle right there. Are they going to try to impeach him because he said fight 3 times from the podium? But let me just go back to the beginning here. Okay, so I don't know about shots. I'm told that it sounds like a small caliber handgun. I don't know, and I'm sure we will find out. I don't know. But have it.
You see something that said, take a look at what happened.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What are we doing? Look at this woman right here. Amazing. Look at this woman right here. What the fuck? And that one shot. That one shot.
Move it spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here.
The people behind are just—it's amazing. They're just sitting there. Somebody apparently is dead in the bleachers behind them.
Are we good?
Shooters down.
Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're
Let's
clear.
move.
Let's move.
We're clear.
Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. I got you.
Let me get my shoes.
Get my shoes.
This is the concern of, like, if someone suffered head injury, they become belligerent.
What's up?
Wait. We'll just leave it there for a bit. This is the people said there's another angle. I don't care. This is the image for the ages. And in as much as everybody remembers where they were when other tragic events happened, people are going to remember where they were when this tragic event nearly happened, or this nearly tragic event happened. Look at that man right there. Okay, let me take that out. So let's get a little angry, get a little upset, and that's it. You remember Kamala Harris bailing out violent protesters from the Summer of Love? Maxine Waters, fight like hell. AOC, take to the streets. I don't want to use hyperbolic language because I don't want anybody think I don't think you go punch Nazis, people. I'm actually might be that one dude who says talk to Nazis. I'm curious to hear what they think and why they think it. These animals on the left, these un-American animals, have been calling for violence explicitly through what they call dehumanizing rhetoric and through lies and vitriol and hyperbolic exaggerations for years. And you think they don't know that it triggers mentally unwell people to do stupid things? Who was so they have a suspected shooter, but let me just take a few things. First of all, I'm sorry, hold on. As angry as I am, neuroses is what it is. I can't have that bar be too low. This has to be like this. And I was going to try to zoom in so you don't see that I'm in a locker room. Okay, I just finished pumping a lot of iron, and I'm super ripped. And yeah, that's it. This is horrible, regardless of who's involved. Where is this going to go? Scary. Says Just Me Nicole. I remember you, Just Me. How you doing? It's $5 Canadian. Thank you very much. This is what you get when the Democrats constantly equate Trump to Hitler. The thing is this, though. I do that needs to be qualified because I do equate Trudeau policies to Nazi policies. You know, euthanizing the mentally ill is a Hitlerian policy. But the funny thing is, unless you're a goddamn liar, nobody would ever say me comparing Trudeau's policies or Trudeau to Hitler would mean that I'm calling for any form of violence against that son of a bitch. I want that man to live to 95. I want him to live his entire life so he can see how history judges him for the monster that he is. The irony is that I don't know. I'll chalk it up to the way the brain is formed. Not that lefties are animals, but I do believe that liberalism is a mental disorder. I mean, I've lived long enough. I think they're mentally ill. Period. Nobody accuses or will accuse or could accuse plausibly me when I equate Trudeau or Trudeau policies to Hitler or Nazi era policies of me calling for violence on Trudeau, because everybody knows I don't believe in that. The exact opposite, the inverse is not only cannot be said of the left, it's the exact opposite. The left, the politically unhinged, deranged, they don't know if they are a he, they, she, him, that, it, whatever, they, zer. They are easily manipulated, easily whipped up into a frenzy, and easily provoked to violence. And the media knows damn well what they're doing when they equate Trump to Hitler, say that if he ever gets to a position of power, he'll never relinquish it. And then meanwhile, they're trying to take down Trump through lawfare, through locking him up, through bankruptcy, and now through assassination. They don't get to say, at least in America, we don't kill our political rivals, because they literally just tried to do it right now. We don't know who the they is yet, but we've got a damn good idea. And by the way, because I've gotten so bloody cynical in my old age of 45, now I think, oh, now they're going to go kill Joe Biden and say that some angry righty, angry Republican, angry extreme MAGA Republican was exacting revenge on what the left tried to do to Trump today. Oh, and then they kill Biden, solve 3 problems at once, and get to blame it on the right. Like, you think am I crazy? Maybe I am, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong. Hey, I said every act that they did against Trump was an act of provocation to try to trigger another bona fide January 6th, not the bullshit fake lie of the January 6th insurrection that they promoted for the last 3 years. Every act of provocation that they've ever brought against Trump has been an attempt to provoke a response. They never got it. And now they go try to, and I'll say the they in quotes, and I don't know who it was, and it might be an unhinged righty who's angry at Trump for abortion policy. Leave that door open. They do this, and now they get a extreme MAGA Republican, a white nationalist, a Christian nationalist, the real threat to American democracy, not those freaking terrorists that have been crossing the border that Joe Biden left over for the last 4 years. They get a right-wing, extreme MAGA Republican, white nationalist, Christian, whatever, to kill Joe Biden in response to this attempt to kill Donald Trump. And then they get, oh my goodness, well, this is convenient. Now we just got rid of Biden. We can blame it on Trump. And we get to replace him with whomever and get the sympathy vote. So that thought crossed my head, and I don't like saying these words aloud because I have OCD, and you don't want to even put the words on paper, put the words in the juju, because you fear that it might make it happen. And not a fear hiding a wish, a fear hiding a bloody fear. Here we go. We got Stephen Elliott. The BBC interviewed a guy who saw the shooter on the roof with a rifle pointed him out to the Secret Service, and they did nothing to stop him. Okay, I know that I have that in the backdrop because I brought it up as a tweet that someone had sent me earlier. Motherfucker. Here, I think it's this one. Here, let's watch it. I know I saw this fog of war. This might be a man who didn't see anything of what he thought he saw. It might just, I've got jokes to lighten things up in a second, but let's just watch this. I'm not.
We could hear him.
Stop.
So we walked up, and stop. Probably.
I'm gonna start from the beginning. I don't know why it's not. Look, I'm not gonna judge this man's hair. I'm just gonna say it's awesome. But let's just let it play
and watch and listen to the rally. Right, we couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea. But
this guy's traumatized.
Arm, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us.
Let me pause because we did see a video saying the shooter's dead, and it was someone shooting out, looking at that roof, saying it seems that the shooter's dead. Okay, so corroborated through other video, but fog of war. This all can be the imaginations of someone who smoked too much weed before a Trump rally. I'm not saying that to be funny or glib. Just it could all be wrong. But I've seen another video of what appears to be a corpse on a roof. Then we have to try to make this all make sense in terms of what the rounds were and how fast they were being fired. Because now we counted 13 shots in a very short succession. That might explain a few things.
So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And
This guy's
next thing you know,
traumatized.
I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn.
This is fucking wild if this is true.
Just standing there like this.
This is wild if this is true.
And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service.
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not
because Secret Service wants him dead. Maybe.
Did you see? I mean, obviously, everyone when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching. But you're pretty sure they
be careful. How about you shut your mouth and let the guy talk?
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
I want to try to find the video of if anybody can send me the link where it sounded like an Asian individual looking at the roof and zooming in, and there was a corpse. It would appear to be a body on the roof of the roof of the. So this is just freaking wild. And now people will jump to the conspiracy theory that some members of Secret Service want Trump dead, and they're going to be slow to react, hoping that it happens, execute the guy afterwards, and then multiple problems solved. The reality is, cripe. Things move slowly in real life. I'm going to give a link to that tweet. Link to tweet. Things move slowly. People are incompetent. And, short of they blew his head off. They had snipers somewhere that picked up the guy once he actually started shooting. All right, Stephen Elliott, I hope that answered your question. Thank you for the super chat. Then I'm going to get to the rumble rants. I'm going to get to the tips afterwards. It couldn't have been Antifa. They're a myth, according to Jerry Nadler. It's tongue in cheek, but it's like, imagine. I forget again what movie it was about the Holocaust, where you have some Holocaust deniers denying the Holocaust, where you have some Nazis who were proud of what the Nazis did. And then you have it's the competing conspiracy theory narratives. Like, there are people out there who believe the Nazis were right and were doing the right thing. I'm not, there's no discussion about morality here, whatever. Just stating the obvious. There are white nationalists who say the Nazis were right for trying to exterminate the Jews. And then you got some Holocaust deniers saying the Nazis never tried to exterminate the Jews, or it was a lie. And it's like the wildest thing. You have two mutually incompatible theories here. And I sort of now forgot where I was going with that. It had to do with Secret Service wanting Trump dead, letting it happen. Oh, shoot balls, I forgot. It'll come back to me in a second. But you got Jerry Nadler. They got us saying Antifa is a myth. They don't exist. And yet we'll see. Apparently, the guy was a member of Antifa. We'll see. But that's if it's Biden's delivering remarks now. This is from John Matthew. Is he awake? I mean, we're not going to have to wait until tomorrow. Like, the team has told him something serious happened. Got to wake him up from his 8 o'clock nap. It happened earlier, but many Democrat voters wanted this even. No shit. I mean, they apparently, I didn't see it, and I don't know if it's true, but I did hear people on Twitter saying not close enough or 1 millimeter shy. Some people were saying that he wasn't accurate enough, the shooter. Now, it's going to drive me a little crazy. Why did I bring up the conspiracy theory about Holocaust deniers denying what the Nazis were proud of? I'm sure it had to do with the fact that, some liberals, Democrats, that they wanted this. And then people tell me, no. Looking sideways saved his life. Fitz kicks base. Yeah, unless it was glass that hit his ear, in which case he probably, might have never died, except for the fact that apparently, so bottom line, as of at least on Twitter, someone said this aged poorly. The waiting for additional news to come out didn't age well. I don't know why. Apparently the shooter's dead and a bystander in the crowd is dead. So it's not like these were fake rounds. Okay, anybody who has my text number, text me stuff live now, and I'll see what I can get to. Did I just say anyone who has my text number? Cell number, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. This is flipping amazing. Give me 1 second. And whoever just sent me this, you know who you are by text. Let me know if I can mention you. I don't know if you want me to mention you. I'm just going to send it to myself by email and break it up. So, the conspiracy is, would Secret Service let him do it? And then, afterwards execute the guy. Go ahead. Chet Chisholm, my boy in Nova Scotia, who not feeds me, but said, I can't be everywhere at once. And I got trusted sources who have not yet burnt me. I'm going to pull this up in a second. Akonis, $20. Thank you very much. This was his Reagan moment, and now he will win. Nicholas Haley. Yeah, but then you got lefties out there. Oh, it was staged. I admit, if it were going to be staged, it couldn't be fucking better than this. An attempted assassination, and that badass motherfucker gets up and says afterwards, fight, 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 with blood, his own fucking blood dripping off his head into his mouth. And he says, fight, fight, fight. Holy shit, how much more of a badass love America do you need to get? That man could be golfing. He could be enjoying lobster with a martini. He doesn't drink, but he could be enjoying lobster with Melania in frickin' Scotland. And instead he's sweating in the dead heat, getting fucking shot at. I'm sorry. If it were going to be staged, it could not be staged any better. If it were going to be another CIA executing a defiant president or presidential candidate in plain view, making his head fold over his eyebrows, JFK moment, that's what it would have been. And it seems that unless it was glass, we're 1 millimeter off of that. And even if it were glass, we're 1 millimeter off of that. I'm sorry. I can work myself up into a tizzy. Let me go to my email. Let me get the link. Do you understand? It's 1 millimeter from a JFK, and we'd all be saying, oh, I remember where I was when I saw the president's head fold over his face and his wife pick his brains off the back of a car and try to put it together because she thought in that moment of irrational trauma that she could fix her broken husband by putting his brains back in his head or keeping them so that she could have it put back in later. Sorry, hold on a second. I mean, the alternatives of what could have been today, but for someone in the crowd, the alternatives of what could have been today are the reality for that person. And we don't know who that person is yet. And it's just it's an immeasurable tragedy. Here, this is it, I believe. Okay, so now, hold on. I don't know what this is. I haven't seen this yet. This is coming in new to me. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now, but this is where, oh, I see what, okay, so hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. This looks like Secret Service. This is not a sniper. Okay, if I don't know exactly what is going on just yet. Hold on, can we start this from the beginning? These are snipers. Okay, so I understand. I believe I understand now that the idea here is that these snipers were looking over that way, and that way is where the shooter was. And they're saying, who the fuck is that on the roof of that building? Okay. I'm just going to skip ahead. I don't want. Stop. Can we hear the first shot? Shots. Okay, so we're stop right there. That's what we're looking for. This is after the shots, and now they have identified the threat, it would seem. Now let me just see what the caption said. The law enforcement snipers were already facing the direction of the shooter seconds prior to the shooting. I am amazed they did not see the shooter crawling into position for his shots a mere 430 feet away. Set aside all of the editorializing there. So just if we can, and I'm not sure that I can do this, they are now, it looks like they're pointing more to the right than if we compare, let me just see here, it's at 18 seconds, than from here. Okay. So here they seem to be more 90-degree aligned with that pole. Go to 18 seconds. Don't need to watch that again. That's 1 second too far. What a difference a second makes. There you go. See, they're much more now turned off that angle of that. So I don't know what the layout was like. Oh, right there. And they turn and shoot across. Okay. So that's fascinating, and deduce what you will. Let me close that and bring this back up. They want to make a martyr out of Trump. I don't think they want to. I think they want to make a corpse out of Trump, but they don't realize that they're going to make a martyr. They've made a martyr out of Trump. And like the whole irony is they made a martyr out of him with the slander, with the defamation, with the lawfare, with the attempts to bankrupt. Now they're making a martyr out of him in the literal existential life or death sense. And they don't understand. A Judas Priest song comes to mind. Not reading it. No video. No, that might have been from a while ago. Why have the Dems been saying that Biden Why have the Dems been saying that Biden had through this week had been through this weekend? This will only give him more support. There's no question about that. Can you imagine this? The dude we don't know if he got shot in the ear or if it was glass, and I can appreciate it might have been glass and not a bullet, but either way, a lot of failures, a lot of people need to resign and be replaced. They failed our president. I think he meant President Peckerwood. I agree with you. And then the question is going to be, did they fail on purpose? Was this an attempt to have him get killed? That goes on the ground. Trump hit man in crowd in head, DOA. Others injured, shooter DOA. This is what the left does. And it's what they did at the baseball game. Oh no, but Trump is, hey, beat him up. I'll pay your legal fees. Oh my goodness, Trump promotes violence at his rallies. I hate the left and the right dichotomy, but there is a left and a right reality, and the left are the violent thug criminals, irrational, tyrannical, and outright criminal. Period and period. Yes, this may sound conspiracy theorist. New York Times article yesterday quoted Biden. It's time to put Trump in the bullseye. I don't know about that, but I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to something in a second. Just asking anyone where Alec Baldwin was. Okay, I've got a joke. It's not yet time because humor is trauma plus time. Donald Trump has to have a sit down with Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield because of the ear. Okay. If it was blown off. Could you imagine this motherfucker is going to have a fucking scar on his ear because it got blown off in an attempted assassination? And you know, sure as sugar, and I'll call it now if it's not happening right now tonight, Trump, the bad motherfucker that he is, he will be campaigning tomorrow. Guaranteed. These pieces of shit. Joe Biden's in bed at 8 o'clock because he's tired because he went on a trip. Donald Trump, they just tried to fucking kill Donald Trump. That motherfucker is going to be out campaigning tomorrow. Mark it. I don't know where I am on the super. I'm sorry, I lost myself here. Oh, Alec Baldwin. Okay. But by the way, Evander Holyfield, Donald Trump, that's a match made in heaven. Make it happen. Let's thank God Trump is all right. Likely CIA, says Jason Abbey. The problem is, I don't. I'm not sacrilegious. I'm not a-religious. I'm not atheist. I'm not agnostic. I don't know what the hell I am. And I don't often say thank God and mean it. But thank God that Trump is okay. And I mean it not because Trump's life on an individual, social level is more valuable than the individual in the crowd who apparently died. The shit and the fallout and the actual violent civil war that would have ensued, a Trump assassination, thank God that Trump wasn't killed. It's a divine intervention if there's ever been such. Or as a less, it's staged, it's fake. I mean, I know if I'm an unhinged lefty, I know. It's so staged. Look at this. Who would miss? He had 13 shots from a roof. How could he miss? Oh, and then Trump comes out and saying, fight, 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 with his own blood dripping into his own fucking mouth. I'm sorry. I apologize for swearing. I could see how they'll twist this into conspiracy theory. Dems are dangerous and a threat to democracy, Joe says. Is Trump in danger of a reattempt of he's in perpetual danger of an attempt of violence. Perpetual. That's what the dude signed on for in 2015 when he gave up his golden years of enjoying the fruits of his wealth and hard work to fight for his own country. There is no more patriotic an American than Donald Trump. They call him Hitler. Yeah, Hitler wasn't a fucking billionaire who could have rested the last days of his life with the opulence and the privilege that comes with having money. Shouldn't say privilege, good fortune. Hitler was not Trump at any point of his worthless life. He might have had, whatever. Not a bot. Senator Mike Johnson, Schumer, and Biden's response to this, they all said the same thing. Like, it was rehearsed. But Obama said the same thing. I strongly condemn violence on all sides. Fuck them. They are all complicit. They are all complicit pieces of shit in this violence. Mom asked if I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just swearing a lot more than usual. Watch the video and windage. He missed from windage. Without the gust of wind, he'd be dead. I mean, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever I think. Is it possible Biden is only running on his donation, so it can be used for another stolen donation, stolen election? Mark C. Possible, but how many shots do you have to have at an open target? It's straight out of fucking Pulp Fiction, man. And I'm telling you, I go back to Canada. I will not apologize anymore as of this moment for this stream for swearing because I'm going to stream. I'm going to swear. I was just watching Pulp Fiction and I said I didn't understand the religious importance of that movie. And that dude, the Jerry Seinfeld looking dude, who's in the bathroom while you got John Travolta and Samuel Jackson. Their names are Jules and Winifred. And Winifred is saying, and I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers, and you will know I am the Lord when I rain my vengeance upon thee. I've messed it up, but it's close enough. And I watched that movie. I never realized how religious and spiritual the movie was. Can you imagine that dude Trump was a sitting fucking duck to some Antifa piece of shit on a roof with a rifle. And no, by the way, you lefty tards, my takeaway from this is not guns are bad. It's lefties might be bad. And bad people are bad. You think, oh, wait until they turn this into a commercial for gun control. I'm sorry. So thank God. Did a wind blow? Did a butterfly's wings in Asia flap and blow that bullet to save Trump, but kill somebody else in the crowd? I mean, can somebody tell me if someone in the crowd died? Thank God lives are poorly trained. Hold on. They're like the best. Well, they killed somebody, apparently. He killed somebody. I heard CNN said Trump ear assaulted a bullet. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to go ahead and screen grab that because jokes are jokes, but also humor is humor. That afterwards. Watch them push gun control. Okay, we just actually touched on that jokingly. Bill on Dollar Den. Dude, I've never seen your name before, and I would have remembered your name or your avatar. The outrage you express makes me proud to have you in the country. I'm shocked at how angry I feel about this as well. You think you're cynical and jaded and nothing can bother you anymore. Not so. I thought I was cynical and jaded enough when I went for a jog and got angry at the prospect of nuclear war. And then I get this. And we don't know who did it yet. No video again. I think we're well behind here. Biden campaign ads being pulled down. Go figure. Oh, something about calling someone Hitler? We didn't see the last video with the angle hole, and I'll get to that in a second. Laura Lee, can we get this version of Viva every day? Get angry, man. It's time. It's not healthy. This is why his VP is important. I hope he picks DeSantis. I don't think DeSantis is in there because never Trumpers are as much to blame as they will be. Dude, it's not going to be DeSantis. It's not going to be Nikki Haley. I'm not even looking at the website I've been following because there's trivial stuff here. January 6th versus July 13th. 07-13. I'm sure Gematria is going to have a lot of fun doing the 07-13-2024. Dude, the combinations you can get in there, I'm sure it all adds up to 666 at some point. Everyone needs to seriously ask themselves if they are the ones who will fight or cower when the time comes. And Blaze Cast, not to share my moment, whatever psychological moment I had at the time, the anger I felt at the time of watching that was like, all right, you might be able to recruit me right now. Not might be. I'm sitting there and I'm with my kids and I'm looking at them. They don't know what's happened yet. And I'm like, yeah, you can recruit me right now because where does this shit end? And you can't recruit me to go like, I don't know, kidnap and terrorize. You can recruit me potentially to fight this fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't apologize. I'm not apologizing. Shooter is dead. He's definitely voting Democrat. Let's see. I just got a text. Hold on. I got my hand on my phone. Okay. So let me just see here. Luke, this is coming from Chet, who is apparently sending me a link from Luke Rudkowski, who I also know and trust and love. That the bullet passed through his ear. Link. My wife is going to be very mad at me because I was not supposed to be doing this right now. I was supposed to be eating dinner. We got order in steak, and it's going to be cold, and I don't care. When I eat that steak cold, it'll taste just like Anton Biltong, the Biltong USA Roanoke. On July 11th, Biden said it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. Someone took that as a dog whistle. That motherfucker knew exactly who was going to take that as a dog whistle. These pieces of shit. They cry dog whistle while they literally use the most hyperbolic, vitriolic dog. By the way, whenever they cry dog whistle, it's a dog whistle for their unhinged, deranged, he, him, they, zer, they, what the fuck they call themselves, people to go and do violence. That's what it is. Okay, now hold on. This is the craziest photo ever. Holy fucking shit, if I may. Dad, I'm sorry. Marion, I'm sorry. Holy, I don't know if it's fake, and it might be fake, but Luke is trustworthy. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in. Okay, so I don't know that we're seeing the same thing. We're not seeing anything because I'm a flipping idiot. Okay, let me just minimize this and maximize this so I can see what's going on here. Okay, so he was shot in when he was facing us. It was the right ear. He comes up and says fight, and it's this ear. So we are now to believe. Here's check your bias, not check your bias, check your inner beliefs. I want to believe this is real. When I first saw it, I was like, oh no, he was hitting the other ear, but now I'm looking at this and this goes behind his head. We'll find out, because bottom line, if his head is turned and it hit him in the right ear, and he turns his head back to us, that means he was shot from this side. We'll find all of this out. And we're not going to find this out with the Zaputo films. But for the grace of God, if there is a God, we're not going to find this out with the Zaputo films, because he's alive. And that motherfucker, he'll be at Milwaukee, he'll be at the RNC, and we're going to find out if that picture is real. He thinks he was hit in the ear with a bullet. Brian Wilson. I'm lying in bed just like Brian Wilson did. Because I have a terrible voice, but I used to listen to Bare Naked Ladies when I was a 13-year-old kid. I'm going to get angry. I'm going to get upset in a second. Hold on. We're going to get there. On July 11th, Biden said it's trying to put it. We got that. Quarting found a pic of what may have been the bullet in Trump's jacket. We'll get there in a second. Ray, super sticker. Stop effing apologizing tonight, good sir. Let the salt flow. The quote is Ezekiel 25:17. Yeah, no, I know. The quote is, it doesn't exist in the Bible. That's what I know. Biden has just released this statement. I don't mean to disregard your super chat, Rumble Rant, whatever. Yeah, I strongly condemn violence on all sides. Elon retweeted a video of the shooter dead on the roof. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Angry is not the word anymore. Elon. Sorry, that's my computer. I'm not. The computer does not usually have the. Oh, here you go. Breaking the photo of Secret Service approaching the shooter on the roof has been confirmed. This confirms the Secret Service let a man pull up on a roof and did nothing. Musk is calling for the resignation of Secret Service leaders. Exactly. We got it. Hold on a second. Give me a second, and I do apologize for the. This is a very tattered, put together stream because I didn't go for a jog thinking I'd come back to Donald Trump being attempted assassination. Here we go. This is it. We're seeing it. Okay. Hold on, and let me just see. No? What the heck is going on, man? Add to stage. I don't know why it's happening this way tonight, but it's not coming up when I put it up automatically. And that's not the right one. Okay. Sorry. I think this is it. Yeah.
Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó.
Okay, now, so, excuse me. I think that was it. It might have been English, but some words that I don't understand. I thought that was Asian.
Lá em cima.
Okay, so can you stop doing that?
Aqui, ó.
Stop it. Just play from the beginning and stop being an idiot. Here.
Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there. I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead. Tá vendo? Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there. I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
I mean, I don't mean to be a fucking asshole and like, oh, how did you not do your job? But how the fuck does someone climb up on the roof of a building at an event where Secret Service is surrounded? How the fuck does someone climb up on a roof? And then with the rifle and then get off how many 13 rounds? Holy shit. I'm sorry. Biden just released the same. I got that, but hold on a second. Elon, okay, so that's what we just got there. Thank you. There's another video image going around that shows Trump might have taken a hit to the vest of his lower right torso, still developing. I presume at the very least, man's wearing a bulletproof vest. Antifa just became #1 on the domestic terrorist watch list. No, they don't exist, Michael. Trump VP scarier than him. Get Flynn. Let's just see who they now. I mean. So I don't even want to I don't care about the markets anymore. Yeah. Michael Flynn is not on the list as far as I understand. But Viva eat steak with ketchup in respect of Trump. No, I love Trump. I'm not. That's a sacrilege. The tree of liberty must be fed, folks. All Democrats are enemies of liberty. Don't do it, and don't even support the idea, because I tell you, each act is an act of provocation, as this was, but this could have been the ultimate act of provocation. Viva, they are soulless. I can go ahead and agree with that from Lily Smith, not Lee South. Secretary Secret Service releases statement: 1 killed, 2 in critical. That's holy movie star. Shut the fuck up, for fuck's sake. Says cold steak is a flavor of freedom, and Biden always brags about what he's planning. Anti-facto. Pipeline attack, Ukraine. There's no question about that. The left can't shoot, and here we are. The next pew heard round the world. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over to this side of the... Oh, shitball McGee. Why haven't the... Oh, crap. Come on, please. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Sorry, because I don't know why they were not... So look, don't come in for breaking news. I need to make sure to get things right before I get... Yeah, that's a good picture. I'll live with that. Biden just spoke. Will not say it was an assassination attempt. Shake my head. Fuck that guy. I'm sorry. FTG. Key bono. Who benefits? Who benefits the most? Obviously, Biden ordered the hit and the CIA carried it out. Obvious, it's an inside job. There's no other way anyone can get a shooter to an elevated position at a rally. This motherfucker. Can you imagine? I'm not saying your name. I'm sorry. I'm all about fuck you, cancel culture. Oh, we're not saying. I'm all about fuck you, cancel culture. I'm also about self-preservation in the most direct way. So I'll just call you NP. I'm not saying your name, but it's who benefits? How the hell does that dude get there? And a ginger who has no soul clearly, but has good eyes. I'm joking, bada bing, bada boom. Tells them there's somebody there, and they do nothing. Sorry, that was me. That was me. Okay, you know what I just did, by the way? I used this as a dreidel, and it worked very well. Like I did that. Ooh. Key bono, who benefits? Are we looking at the same thing? Let me just make sure we're looking at the same thing. I'm not saying your name, but you got a funny name. King of Biltong says, thank you for being live and giving us feedback on this. Yeah, King of Biltong, I'm not giving breaking, and I'm not giving anything other than my gut disgust. Did you see the guy who saw the shooter climbing the building? Says Outdoor Nobles. Also, if you need a place to go fishing in Wisconsin while you're here, let me know. Well, not that we don't. What did I just? Sorry, geez, I thought I just killed the entire stream. Not that I need an invitation for such fishing, but I don't know how much time. I don't know where we're gonna have a spare minute. Is the problem? King of Biltong, if you need a place to fish. Okay, Ryan Bratton says, you're hearing echoes of gunshots, Viva, with higher caliber weapons. You hear the echo. Oh, you hear the bullet hit the target before. Motherfucker, Ryan. See, this is like Ryan Braden. Not that I trust you. You got the whale, which means you're a member, and you're smarter than me. I mean, it's a fucking miracle. But now, what happens going forward? What happens going forward? Do they successfully scare Trump out of campaigning? He won't. Do they get another attempt? I sent you an interview of the gentleman who was sitting next to the man who was shot and killed. Okay, hold on. Chet, let me see this. Hold on. Chet, I think I'm seeing it right now. Is it rest in piss? No. Oh, shut the front door. Well, if that's the picture of the shooter, that's not the interview, but if that's the picture of the shooter that came from the quartering, doesn't look like the guy that they were saying did it. Chet, send it to me again. Hold on. Chet, send it to me again so it's top of the list. I'm scrolling through a bunch of stuff here. Okay. Then we got Cultivated Mind says, everyone must get out and vote. This will be my first time. I never thought I would base my choices we've had in the past. Wild animals couldn't keep me away from this time. P.S. Biltong is delicious. Biltong is fucking glorious. Tucker called it deep state. That's from Kent J15. And Robert says, like LBJ, but retarded is what Barnes says. Not Joe Mascu. Don't self-censor. Like LBJ, but retarded. In this house, we say gay and retarded. And I'm quoting Luke Rudkowski, and I've got that banner on my front lawn. Any bets on the shooter's political affiliation, Pantifa? Apparently he's been identified, but I'm not sure now because based on the corpse that I've seen, a lot more slender than what I thought was the video of the guy who's the alleged shooter. Not likely 10 shots. It sounds like echoes and shots were in perfect pairs. So Spudman WP, tell me what the perfect pairs means. I don't need to go pop, 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 pop. Why do you shoot in pairs? Or why would the gun have been shot in pairs? Get the BBC interview with the guy who watched the shooter on the roof. Candace played. No, so I think we've played that. And let me just see here. Chet sent it to me. Dude, give me a second. I have the video of him going down too. You just see him fall. Send it to me, Chet. Email. I was going to say email it to me, and I was going to give the entire world my email address, which would not be good for spam. Not that I care, but link. Give me a second to bring it up. I'm in a fucking bathroom. Saturday night in somewhere in Michigan. I don't know where the hell we are. And all that I remember is that when we got to this hotel, I was pissed off about the pet fee. That was my stupid bullshit superficial problem when I got to this hotel. The pet fee was more than the hotel room. And I was pissed because I said, like, why not just steal from me? Like, while you're at it, just steal from me. And I couldn't give a sweet bugger all about that pet fee anymore. Hold on. What I am going to do to get my revenge, I'm going to smear dog poop all over the floor. I'm joking, people. I've actually gotten to the point in my life where I realize you have to tip hotel staff because nobody does it. You think, oh, they get paid, they clean rooms. They're like, they clean hotel rooms, and they're like of the service industry that doesn't deem them deserving of tips. And I had never even ever thought about making sure to tip hotel staff until now. Who is this? That's the Save Act. Dude, that's me. That's from a long time ago. So hold on a second. Sorry, I brought up the wrong video. But I was pissed off about I gotta tell you, about the pet fee, unreasonable theft, but I don't care.
Has died from injuries as a result of the shooting.
I'm going to just stop here. This motherfucker right here just said one of the attendees has deceased. Oh, I'm sorry. They weren't just fucking murdered by what many people are saying now is an Antifa terrorist piece of shit. They have deceased. They passed away, much like the media said Trump fell. I'll get there in a second. Let's just listen to this.
We just learned, Joseph, you weren't listening to the program here, but Lester Holt, NBC News, just reporting that one of the attendees has deceased, has died from injuries as a result of the shooting. Joseph, you told me off camera that you may have witnessed this, and I'm so sorry to be talking to you in this tragic moment, but can you describe what it is that you saw?
I was attending the rally. I was in the set of bleachers, the very far left of the podium where Donald Trump was speaking, President Trump was speaking.
Far left, which means the bullet came from that side.
I was there with friends. I heard several gunshots. The man beside me suffered a gunshot wound to the head, was instantly killed, fell to the bottom of the bleachers. Another woman looked like she got hit in the forearm or hand. And then at that point in time, it was rather chaotic at that point because half the people were looking because they thought it was fireworks. I knew it was gunshots right away. My friend, hit the deck. I was kind of looking around just trying to see where the shots were coming from. It seemed to me like the shots were coming from behind the bleachers. It seemed to me the man got hit in the head from behind. He was killed instantly as far as I could tell. And at that point, state police and a SWAT team, started evacuating the bleachers, and then I helped carry the man out of the bleachers to a tent that was behind the bleachers.
You helped carry the man yourself. What was his condition when you were carrying?
He's deceased. He died.
How close were you to him?
He was next to me.
A couple yards. It wasn't very far.
Did you know the man?
No, it's a complete stranger. They put a towel over his head and then carried him off.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring this one up here. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, in this one, you can see the man go down. the man in the stand get hit and go down. Here's the shot. Okay, Chad, I'll bring this up. Give me a second here. Just close this. I don't know what we're looking at right now. Oh, we're just looking at, okay, we're looking at this. So let's just, so that's the interview. So apparently in this video, you can see the man go down, and I have to find out who. Holy shit! Is there somebody on this earth who, unbeknownst and unwittingly, or perhaps totally, but because of a butterfly flapping its wings, a bullet hits him in the head? So let me see if I can zoom in. I can't. Okay. So there's a guy in the back. I know you can see my cursor. This guy. So let's just see that. Okay, so hold on a second. My understanding is this gentleman, right? Okay, so from what I'm understanding, it's this guy right here. Why would this man? Okay, so I don't understand. But maybe, hold on, maybe I said something wrong here. Go up here. Yeah, so I'm not sure I'm understanding. Is it this guy here? Oh, I see. Okay, so there was a hard edit in terms of cutting. Okay, so yeah, so we're not even looking at it because I'm a flipping idiot. I apologize again. I don't know why it's okay. So this is the video right here. So what we're looking at, it seems that's the wrong way to that's the wrong way to maximize it.
And look what happened to our country.
So if Trump is shot in the right ear, these snipers are looking over there. Trump is talking, and we go back here, and now apparently it's this gentleman right here that seems to go down.
And you know, that's
this guy right here with the
a
red
little bit
hats.
old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you
No one can see what you're showing. I know, I made a mistake again. Okay, it's back up now. Mary just came in to tell me that.
well, want to really
this
see
guy right
something
here.
that said, take a look.
Well, let me make sure that we can see what I'm showing right now. Okay, we can see him. Okay, so let me back this up here. This right here. Maximize the mid screen. Okay.
What happened?
This guy right here. That guy right in the red hat. Down. Now, why would that guy be going down? Why would this guy be going down right now? Okay, so that's what we're looking at.
It's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Could be the angle, and I don't know. So, all right. All right, what else? Let's get to the one thing we will all agree on. Media is the enemy of the fucking people, with no uncertain qualifications. Category, there's no qualifying it. They're evil. It's ironic that just yesterday, talking about how media, legacy, not independent, not responsible, not media that survives off its own reputation. They're dead, metaphorically, economically speaking. Look at this. I mean, I appreciate this was early on in the event, but for these motherfuckers to get up here, this is Fox 13. It's an affiliate. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls. Are you fucking serious? Like, if I may quote 40-year-old virgin, are you fucking retarded? I'm sorry. He fell at around, yeah, after he got shot in the ear. Oh no, he fell. I don't care how early in the event it is. You're not. I apologize for using the word retarded, because nobody who's retarded would ever talk like this. These are lying fucking demons. Demon. Oh, secret. They rushed after he fell. I mean, I'm sure, yeah, they've eaten crow for now. What was the other one? Are you fucking retarded? Do you want me to be fucking retarded? Well, no, apparently you do it of your own volition, legacy media. Trump injured in incident at rally. Updated. Oh, that was updated. I appreciate it, sir. You gotta be the biggest pieces of shit on God's green or blue earth, depending on whether or not you focus on land or water. You have to be evil of the highest order. Oh, he's injured at fall. Oh, he fell. Oh shit. Okay, I'll just go back to jogging then, I guess. Link. Let me go all the way to the back, and then we're going to go scroll up. This is on Biden. It's on Biden. It's on the media. It's on Hakeem Jeffries. It's on Maxine Waters. It's on AOC. And I'm not saying that to put a target or a what's the word that Biden said? What's the word that Biden used for Trump? Whatever the fuck he said. I don't care. It's moral responsibility. They will one day answer to a higher power that I hope to God that there is. That's very ironic. I hope to God there's a higher power. It's on Biden. It's on Maddow. It's on Keith Olbermann, that raging, frothing at the mouth, lunatic piece of shit. It's on Keith Olbermann. Although I don't know who watches Keith Olbermann anymore. It's on CNN. It's on MSNBC. It's on Fox News. It's on all of them. Maxine Waters, AOC, Jerry Nadler, Adam Schiff. It's on all of those godforsaken, scoundrel, demonic POSs. Can you play Trudeau's comments? Oops, he hasn't. Says seize the day. Double tapping is a shooting technique. This is how innocent a shifting technique. What the fuck? It's a shooting technique. You aim low first, body, then while the recoil raises you back. So is that to say that this Antifa tubby piece of shit, if that's who it was, had actual shooting training? What was I doing the other day? Oh, no, I wasn't. It wasn't shooting training. Oh, I was playing a zombie shooting game on an arcade, but I was doing go-karting. I'm not good at go-karting, people. I have a good crash. I'll share it later. Spudman says the pairs in the original shot is followed by the echo. The timing is in between of the pair is the key. Oh, the timing between each pair, part of the pair, is the key, says Spudman. Fired in pairs, possibly a binary trigger. Fires when you pull the trigger and release the trigger. Maybe someone's angry about bump stock. It could be somebody who's angry about the bump stock ban being overturned. Any bet on shooters specific? Okay, so we got down. I know I'm up to speed on that. If I may. So now let me go back to Rumble and bring these bad boys up. Viva, you are deleting the share screen. No video. I'm an idiot. Agatha Raisin. See, I haven't done here. As I tell myself that I'm an idiot for deleting the share screen. Here, look at that idiot right there. He keeps deleting the share screen. Viva, you keep deleting the share screen at no video. Okay, sorry about that. I think I fixed that. Occupant 42. So you're saying the hotel staged the assassination attempt to distract you from the pet feed. Trump is alive. We can joke about it. Trump, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, sit down podcast. How does it feel to lose a piece of your ear? I wanted to hear Dan Bongino's take. Dan Bongino, he said Trump didn't have full detail, and the investigation is now covered under the FBI instead of Secret Service due to conflicts of interest. So there's that. Oh, you remember when they said that Trump can just order his political opponents assassinated, and that would be protected by the bullshit immunity that doesn't mean what those fucking retards think it means? I'm sorry. I've lost it tonight. We're done. Let's plug my computer back in. I remember when they said Trump would order the assassination of his political rivals because of immunity? Oh, I remember that. Pepperidge Farm remembers that. Okay, we got Don Benders. So there's that. Lynn Westover. Lynn is another man that I have on the inside who gives me some good insights more often than I can appreciate. As one who's almost been shot in the head, God was looking out. Just make sure you see this before I get too far into it. Looking up for Trump. I feel for the wounded and the family of the supporter who lost their life exercising their right to political discourse. Lynn, I hope you're doing well. I cannot wait to hang out with you when I get back to Florida, and I cannot wait to get back to Florida. Ryan Bratton, I served 10 years in the Army as a combat medic, so 223 rounds travel at supersonic speeds. So the bullet will hit the target before the gunshot sound from the barrel will hit your ears. As Robert says, like FGA, LBJ, but retarded is what Barnes says. Now let me go to locals because I haven't been paying attention to the tips there yet. I'm going to bring these. I can't bring them up, but I'm going to read them all. Raven Rooster, $5 says, God bless that you are doing this. This is as much news as you can get today. I'm not even. I'm not pulling up the pictures of the alleged shooter until we know, because you send lynch mobs or social media lynch mobs on people, and it's not fair. But there's so this is what I don't know what has been new in the news since I've been going live. That was from Raven Rooster. Thank you. Dash Gag Dash, $5. Viva, the witness saw the shooter get shot. Okay, I think we saw this. Marion Nafal. Let me just make sure it's the same video that we saw. Yeah, we got. That was the video of the ginger, and I'm using the ginger very humorously because I think we need a little levity at a time like this. Gag, we saw the ginger. Spinnaker, oh yeah, no, we're gonna bring this motherfucker up right now. And I'm sorry, I'm going back to swearing. This motherfucking piece of shit. I'm calling her that because that's what she is. I'm not in the sense that let her live her own life. Let this woman grow to be 95, see her looks fade, and see that when you don't have a pretty face as a demonic soul, the world is a lot less kind to you. Remember this? I remember this. I didn't share the bloody screen because I'm an idiot. I remember this. Here. Let me zoom in. Here's a Satan incarnate. The only reason I'm inclined to like her is because she looks like Dexter's sister out of Dexter, who I happen to have something of a mild television crush on because she looks like my wife. I'm in trouble. What happened? I'm in trouble. Dexter's sister looks like my wife. She's the most beautiful woman on earth. She is, by the way, but that's my wife. Dexter's sister's not my wife. She's the second most, whatever. That's the only reason I'm inclined to like her. Do you remember this? Oh, go down here. Remember when they tried to convince us that 8645 was not a call to violence on Trump? Oh, they just wanted to nix him from the menu. These lying, demonic, violence-inciting pieces of shit. There's Gretchen Whitmer. What's she trending at in terms of VP candidates? Share your screen, boomer. I get the text from people. Thank you, by the way. Bill, thank you. Chet, thank you. Who else? Yen. Shut the fuck up. So I got a picture from Yann Parisien, who is a photographer out of Ottawa. And he's showing me, and I don't know if it's true. Let me just remove this for a second. This is apparently where Trump, apparently based on this photo, who posted it, got shot in the chest but was wearing a bulletproof vest. I was just watching Point Break and actually Heat, now that I mention it. And when Keanu Reeves gets shot in the chest when he's robbing the bank, when he's been sucked into the cult. And, that's it. But no, of course, 8645. When Gretchen Whitmer put 8645, 8 miles out, 6 feet under, or 8 miles out, 6 feet under, or 8 by 6, 45. Kill Trump. That's what that motherfucker said right there. That's what Gretchen Whitmer was saying in that video. The lying scoundrel piece of crap who claims to have been the victim of a Fedsurrection kidnapping was out promoting the assassination of Donald Trump, and then Wikipedia might have gone and re-edited what 86.4. Oh, it doesn't mean that. It just means nix it from the menu. It doesn't mean kill it. 8 miles out, 6 feet deep. That's what it was. That scum of the earth. Who could have foreseen this happening? Oh, Chet might have been wrong about the guy who was shot. Doesn't matter. Bottom line, someone in the freaking bleachers who showed up to and I'm not trying to hold anybody to any of this. This is not the bottom line, whoever was shot in the bleachers showed up. Well, here's a picture that I'm not showing anybody. Photo has been leaked of the alleged shooter that tried to kill Trump. I'm not showing anybody this picture. You can go look for it on Dom Luker. And I don't know if it's real. It doesn't look like the individual that was alleged to have posted the video saying justice is coming. It doesn't. He looks much thinner than the guy in the video. So, holy hell, this is just like the fog of war, the influx of information. I can't stop getting tweets or texts. Or Greg Bolden, who I had on the channel, had me on his channel. Video appears to show Secret Service snipers tracking and shooting and failing to take him up before he started shooting. Oh, that would be wild, actually. So Greg Bolden, at Real Greg Bolden, well, we've watched this video. So that's Greg Bolden. So now I'm thinking maybe some of the shots that we might have heard before were not the shooter, but were the Secret Service trying to take him out. Shooter gets a few shots off, panicked, doesn't get his shot going. That's interesting. I mean, the bottom line is that we're not jumping to any conclusions that are going to wrongly incriminate people who are not. They're fog of war. So those shots might have been the snipers trying to get him. Dude realizes he's under fire, fires off a bunch of shots, totally inaccurate, misses his target, has his brains blown out, but takes out an innocent spectator. From someone else who I will not mention because I'm not sure if they want me to, the assassin missing saved this nation. If Trump had been killed, there's no limit to the unrest it would have caused. Election day wouldn't exist in November. P.S. It wasn't glass, because if glass shattered, it wouldn't be in just one spot. Yeah. Okay, let's just see here. I got this one. You're not sharing the screen. Thanks, guys. That's a little too late for that. If you need a subject matter expert, do you want to pop on? Question mark. Let me see if someone's going to pop on in a second. My mother says, Trump said it was a bullet in the ear. Mother effer. That's what my wife just sent me. Is I want to thank. This is what my wife texts me. It's a Trump post. This is Trump on Truth. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong. In that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt a bullet ripping through my skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized that was happening. Then what was happening? God bless America. Okay. Some humor that I got via text. Mostly peaceful assassination attempt. Yep, comma, I'm live right now. All right. Viva, I just tweeted you a video of the counter sniper. Tweeted. Let me see if I get that. My notifications are not turned on Twitter, so I don't. Not that I don't see it, but I. Okay. Holy movie star. Hold on. I think I actually know who you are. Not. I think I might. Let me see if I. Not. I think I might actually. Hold on. Go like this. Okay. Holly. I know that I've seen your. There you go. I know that. Okay, dude. DM me. I just texted him at Danby. DM. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to get this text out right. DM me. Thank you. Okay, so I do that. I just DM'd you. I hope I can get a response from you. Are these people claiming staged going to get sued like Alex? I don't think they should. I mean, I don't even care. They're just like LBJ but retarded. Using Google Maps, the shot was about 600 yards in a moderately difficult shot with a 308 win. I guess that means Winchester, but with a better cartridge, much easier with something like a 6.5 Creed, or easier with a Magnum. Based on follow-up. Nope, hell nope. Dude, I'm going to go ahead and trust you on that. I'm a ginger you hairstyle fuck. I don't believe the ginger stuff. It's just the joke, and you know you have to make it when you see a ginger. Presidential immunity, good shit, well-trained. Look up. Seize the day. Remember, Democrat politicians bailed out Antifa members, including Kamala. If it is an Antifa, they can't distance themselves too far. It's over. I can't help think divine intervention, the ear. It's amazing. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, just like this. Like it goes there. Can you play Trudeau's? Okay, fine. Now let me just see something going on back into the Viva Barnes Law because I got distracted by Gretchen Satan Whitmer. We've got Sec 808. Just tell him he needs Secret Service because Biden said it's time to put Trump in the bullseye, not the crosshairs, the bullseye. I'm not seeing a video. This is JR83 because I'm an idiot. Big Bad Bob, $3. Will the national news media blame Biden for inciting an assassination since he recently said it's time to put a bullseye on Trump? They don't. They did that to Trump with the supposed. Yeah, he said fight like. Excuse me. He said fight like hell. That's fine. That's impeachment. Put a bullseye on him. Did he say bullseye? Bullseye. Big Bad Bob, thank you. Denise Antu, Catford posted on X. Yeah, I'm not. Denise Antu, present. Okay, we just got his Truth Social post. Thank you. Boops, he says, we didn't see both videos you tried to show us. I think I fixed that. I'm an idiot. I apologize. I want to pretend that I do that just to like get more engagement in the chat, but I'm just an idiot. Boops, he says, Trump's statement said it was a gunshot to his ear. S. Ren, Viva, demon, dehumanize, demonize. This is the outcome. Yes, but I also have to be careful because I call Trudeau Hitler-esque, and I'm not doing that to dehumanize him to the point of warranting or justifying or encouraging assassination. And so I have to make sure not to have that double standard when it comes to my own rhetoric. I just know that I vehemently and persistently condemn violence because that's what they want. Kenneth Vogel of the New York Times tweeted that Biden told donors in a private phone call this afternoon that it's time to put Trump in the bullseye. Ali Michael. If it's anonymous, if it's a report, I'd rather see the tweet or the comment. Michigan Winter's Days, $1. Rage, fucking rage. My first reaction was, holy fuck, they actually tried it, deep state. So many questions, can't even focus on what I'm doing. Damn. I'm lucky that this is what I'm doing. I can focus on this. I'm lucky I got my jog in first. Oh, I got a thing on my chest here. I got a little ingrown hair, pimple on my body. Disgusting. Get old, you turn into a disgusting, decrepit, whatever. Okay, so JR, this is allegedly the spot of the shooter. If true, this is a clear failure of security. The spots are clearly covered. These spots are clearly covered, even at sporting events. This I can remember to bring up right now. Bam. So let me see something. Yeah, something is definitely different in StreamYard today because ordinarily it automatically comes up and now it doesn't. So that's the roof, the rough. I don't know where the event. Where's the event? Oh, Trump. Okay, this is before the event. I see. Why cover roofs? It's my first day. Okay, so we're scrolling that out. Thank you very much. That was from JRB83. DTQC reminds me of the first female Quebec PM's attempt on her life. Oh, yeah, Pauline Marois. I remember that. You could literally see a bullet hole appear near her head behind her. Was it Pauline Marois at the bar in Saint Laurent? Ganthet says, this is the ultimate act of aggression, Viva. If Trump is not okay after this attempt, the left may just get the fight they've been after. He's okay. but there needs to be fucking hell to pay for this. Political, judicial, social. You think you get to like call Trump Hitler, and then when someone tries to kill him, thinking he's Hitler, oh, you just get to go off in your merry way? No, you don't. Impeachments, and I don't know. I mean, I only look for the lawful, nonviolent means, but that's because I'm who I am. Schnookums, how you doing, Schnookums? Says, will Antifa go on the same terrorist watch list as the school board meeting protesters? Cat Zap, look at J.D. Vance's tweet. Says it all. Chet says, I'm ginger too, by the way. Sorry, I'm just coughing again one more time. And then we got SRAN. You don't double tap at much range. It's the echo. Okay, fine. Interesting. I'm an idiot. It's the echo off the hard surfaces and the impact of the bullet. My whole family can tell you if you hit or missed while hunting, just from the sounds. Oh, I see. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so that I think does it for our tips up in locals. I don't know what the news is now. I'm waiting for news. I'm going to see if my wife, who I know has to walk the dogs now. Let me just see what my wife she has to say. Are you in a bathroom? Who's asking? ? LOL. Yes, I'm in a bathroom. Hey guys, hold on 1 second, because someone's asking, am I in a bathroom? Well, I don't know if I'm in a bathroom, but that's a shower right there. And behind me, let me just make sure it's clean. That's a toilet. So yeah, I've been in the bathroom the entire time. It's not the first time I've live streamed from a bathroom. At least this time I don't have a guest. So it's fucking wild, and it's outrageously insane, and it's what they want. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. This is what they want. They want the violence. Can we get a rundown of the facts? Says Rax83. A rundown of the facts in as much as I can give them. But then again, what are the facts? It depends who you ask. Trump, there was an assassination attempt on Trump. Bullets were fired. The shooter is dead from all accounts. And apparently a spectator in the crowd is dead. Trump apparently was hit in the ear, grazed his ear by a bullet. Some thought it might have been glass from a teleprompter. Others say it might have been a bullet. Bottom line, there was an assassination attempt. The shooter appears to have been on a roof and appears to have been taken out on that roof. We don't. I mean, there's talk as to who the shooter is. I know I googled the guy's name. I'm not gonna mention it because I don't believe it's accurate. I'm not going to Google them. You can Google it. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to hide it. It's just like it's. I'm not sure that the name makes sense because. So in my search engine, Neil Oliver images smile because it's an old image. Then you got Hunter Biden crack, Hunter Biden, Kamala Harris, Volodymyr Zelensky, Joe Biden, Ashley Biden. Okay, so I don't think I have. I don't. It doesn't even. It's God telling me I shouldn't. I don't know what the guy's name was. There's apparently someone who posted a video. Justice is coming. Pop, 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 pop. But from the dead body that allegedly, I don't know that looks like the same person. Trump is okay. And Lord knows what's going to happen at the Republican National Convention that's starting Monday. That I'm going to be getting my credentials at for tomorrow. Greg Bolden says, image of Trump's chest. This can be seen on live video as well. Okay, well now Greg is making me very, very curious. Let me go pull up the video of Trump getting the actual video again. See this come here. See this? I got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so that's that. Hold on, let me just see. We're going to get the video out because apparently you can see him getting shot in a bulletproof vest. Okay, DC Drano is showing the graphic image of the alleged shooter with his brains blown out, and we won't be watching that here. Yeah, we'll bring this up. I remember this. No, I'm not showing this either. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be that guy. There's a lot of crazy, stupid people on Twitter who post crazy shit. No, sorry. I was just saying on TikTok. Sorry, my battery's went dead. There's a lot of crazy, mentally unwell people on TikTok who post crazy, or Instagram, Facebook, whatever, post crazy shit. I don't believe in amplifying their bullshit. So I'm not going to play it. But there were a lot of people calling for the assassination of Trump. Now, let me just see if we can see this. Let me just see if we can see the video. I mean, it's only going to be a matter of time before I scroll down and get it. If we can see a bullet hitting Trump. Now, some of the videos might have been, there were some videos of a dead person in the crowd, which they were saying was the shooter, which might have been the victim in the crowd. So I can't find it. It doesn't matter. There's no point in trying to find it. So those are the facts as we know them. Let me just see what's going on here. The guy that was killed was on the left of the bleachers. I was wrong. The dude just hit the dirt fast, and everyone I got pictured. Don't worry about that. Chet, don't worry. Chet, everyone's there. Chet, do not worry. It's fog of war and interpretations. When you get shot at, you hear two bangs. This is coming from another member of our community. Let me know. You can text me right now. Let me know if I can share your name. The gunpowder going off, then the bullet streaking, then the bullet breaking the sound barrier as it zips past your head, plus any echoes. That would explain the two shots. And then how did they manage to shoot Trump in the ear? I think that's harder than to do anywhere else. Divine intervention for one person, and the tragedy of a lifetime for another. I heard Viva Pee live in the bathroom. Dude, I'm in my pants. I'm not your buddy guy says it's rather scary that he only got Trump's ear. That barely missed as a headshot. Clearly well trained. I blamed the left. Their lies must stop. And then we got a purposeful miss for a chance to assassinate the current top dog and blame it on MAGA revenge. No, dude, you can't miss that close without hitting. I mean, you can't. The margin at that point between what was that movie with Tom Cruise in the pool bowl where he had to make it look like he missed? No, the margin of error at that point, you can't do that. So we shit talking gingers in here. Ginger ninja. No, sir. We're not shit talking. We're just, observing the phenomenon of the ginger. Okay, so let me see if I got it by a DM. Okay, I might have to call this quits. I've been DM'd that it's okay. So I think we've seen this one, but oh yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. Here we go. You can absolutely see them try to shoot. Watch the gun move.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Bam. Bam. I'm not sure that that's the greatest sniper of all time, but okay, done. Sorry, let me just put this on pause. Bill Brown is the United States Marine Corps dude who DMs me all the time, texts me, and gives me great information and also some good memes to make me laugh in the morning. And he's the one who said, you hear it, the shot, it breaks the sound barrier, and then you hear an echo. So that might explain the two. This is a report saying that they had requested more security for Trump and it was denied. Sorry if you already mentioned it. No, I didn't mention it, but thank you. Getting drunk in celebration. First, for Trump's survival. Second, guaranteed election. I'm not getting drunk, but I am going to have another drink when I'm done with this. Viva, I tweeted you the video of the counter sniper. Thank you very much. Are these the people claiming the stage event like this? Okay, so I think I have to go to bed because I think holy crap apples, it's been an hour and 48 minutes. I didn't realize. I got to go eat dinner, put kids to bed, and then we got to get to Milwaukee tomorrow for the RNC. It's going to be wild. We'll be wild, right? Remember they tried to impeach Trump for saying we'll be wild? This will qualify for a future hush-hush, unusual lapse in security instantly ID of perp strange days, says Rusty Gus. Hendy81 says it's obvious that it brings you to tears, and it is because you genuinely understand what Trump represents. I have been battling emotions all evening, and the dam eventually burst when I was FaceTime with my 5-year-old daughter. God bless America, and God bless Trump. Hendy81, you're right. Can you post a link to the Whitmer image? Oh, just Google Whitmer 8645. It's everywhere. I covered that at the time thoroughly. That's from Patty F. Weber. Woodworker 1999. There was a larger agenda here. How was that rooftop left unprotected? Who decided to put security there? You don't double tap at a range. Okay, so that's it. All right, so what I have to do now, I do have to end this because I got to go eat dinner and put kids to bed. God bless Trump. God have mercy on the person who, I don't know if that's the right expression. I don't use God expressions very often, but there's innocent people dead. There's guilty piece of shit dead, and there's a man who literally got by the skin of his ear. Off to the fucking RNC right now, people, and off to the rest of this year. If you were on the fence and this doesn't push you over to the right side, you're an idiot. If you were hesitant and you didn't understand what was on the line, you're an idiot, but you might be awoken now. And if you're one of these rabid, frothing at the mouth, violence-inducing, violence-promoting, violence-wishing pieces of shit on the left who have been calling Trump Hitler, telling that he's an existential threat to your life and liberty, talking about harassing, assaulting, targeting, go to their front lawns, bailing them out of prison, you are part of the problem, never beyond redemption until a certain point. That dude whose head is now laid out on the roof of that building who tried to take Trump out is beyond redemption. He has to answer to God if you believe in that. God's hand is on this man, Trump 2024. Anyone advocating for retaliatory violence is a Fed. I'm putting this one up so everybody can see it, and then we're going to end on me finishing up with the Rumble rants here. Absolutely. Thank you, David. Welcome back, says Sammy. Oh, son of a bee sting. Did I just lose all of the rant? That's me right there. Oh, cripe. Oh, my. No. Thank you. Welcome back. I got to go back to Canada, but then I get to go back to Florida. Lord of the Ree, God's hand is on this man at Trump 2024. Anyone advocating for retaliatory violence is a Fed. God bless President Trump. I'd like to point out that these Trump sycophants didn't start chanting Trump's name. Rather, a deep state passionate USA, USA, USA. This is where Americans shine. This country is far from over. Much love. Can we get a rundown of the facts? And that's it. Okay, I got to go. If I want to stay married and stay happy and put the kids to bed and eat dinner, it's 10 o'clock at night. Thank you all for being here. I will see you tomorrow. We got our Sunday show at 6 o'clock, so stay tuned for that. I don't know that I'll be in the same room as Barnes, but we're going to be in the same city. And then Monday, we are going to be hanging out at the RNC, and it's going to be amazing. Godspeed, God bless, and don't be stupid. And if anyone calls for violence, call them a Fed, call them a Ray Epps, and tell them to go straight to hell. We're better than that. We're smarter than that, and we're not about that. Okay, now I'm really done. Enjoy the night. Thank you all very much, and peace out.